by the title, this video is going to be a DIY Greek goddess costume. It's actually going to be quite a long video. It took about 6 hours to film, so good job if you get to the end. It's going to be in 3 parts. So the first part is going to be the headpiece, and it's just this headpiece right here. It's gold with leaves, like different types of leaves in it. And yeah, so I'll show you how to make that in the first part. The second part will be different hairstyles you can wear with this costume. The third part will be me attempting to try and show you how to make this toga. So the reason why I'm actually making the toga to begin with is because the uni that I go to actually has a toga party every year. And I haven't been for about 2 years. The first one I went to, I actually just used a white bedsheet that I had. But this year I'm actually going to go with a red toga, just because I want to change it up a bit, and my favourite colour is red, obviously. And I'm just going to be using some leftover material I have from an older costume. And I will try to show you how to make this toga. It's very complicated to try and work out to begin with, but hopefully you'll get it in the end, and let's get started. So to begin with, you're going to need a can of metallic gold spray paint, some floristry tape, a pair of scissors, 2 pieces of stem wire, a bunch of flowers that have lots of leaves and any extra leaves that you want to add in, and some newspaper. So firstly, you're going to take the 2 pieces of stem wire and twist it over the top of each other to make it nice and secure. So once you have finished twisting down the ends, you then take some floristry tape and start wrapping it around the part that you just twisted to make it nice and smooth. So you then take this and measure it around your head so you can get the exact width. So just make sure you have a couple of centimeters overlapping on each end so that you have room to twist it, and cut off the excess that's left. So you're going to take these 2 ends and wrap them around each other like you did previously, and you're also going to add the floristry tape on top of that. I forgot to mention before that you can get these materials from most craft or material stores. I got mine from my local Spotlight store. And as you can see, it's quite tedious, so you do need to be quite patient when you're doing this section. So now that you have a complete base, you're going to grab your bunch of flowers and start breaking off each of their little individual branches, and then pull off the flowers so that you just have the leaves attached. I ended up just using scissors because it was going to be way too hard breaking it off with my hands. Now you're going to start wrapping it around the wire and attach both the ends down with the floristry tape again. just keep repeating this until you've filled up all the gaps on the wire and used up all the leaves that you can. Now this part is totally optional, but I wanted to add in a different type of leaf just to give it a better effect. So what I've done with this type of leaf is I've just cut off the end and just left them on the table for now, as I will be wanting them ready to go to stick on the headpiece. So once I have my pile ready to go, I'm going to start individually sticking them in all random places all over the headpiece, again with the floristry tape. Also, this is a very tedious task as well, so you need to be patient as well for this. So now you have finished everything but the paint on this headpiece. So now we're going to be moving into the spray painting. So you're going to want to have a lot of newspaper out ready to go so you don't get spray paint everywhere. Especially if you're spray painting inside the house like I am. And I've also added some paper towel down just for some extra protection. So I've just given the spray paint a bit of a shake before I start using it. I've just gone in about a half a metre away and started spraying lightly around the whole entire headpiece, and just continued doing that until it's fully covered. So it turns out I was actually spraying a lot closer than half a metre away from the headpiece. It was probably about 30 centimetres. So once you've finished spray painting the first side, you need to flip it over so you can spray paint the underside. And now you have a finished headpiece. So now moving into the hairstyle section, I'll be showing you two different hairstyles. The first is just a full head of curls, and I'll be using the Muck curl stick in the medium sized barrel. You'll also need a comb and some hairspray and some bobby pins. So I've already pre-curled most of my hair, so I'm going to start off with teasing all throughout my hair because it's super thin and I need to add some volume to it for this style. Most people can just get away with just curling it and hairspraying it and it will be totally fine, but I need to tease all throughout my hair.
You will see one day. Stay calm. The wait will be a while, but I know we'll be okay.
Teasing is also going to add to the big voluminous curls that I'm going for in this look. So basically what we're aiming for is big, puffy, voluminous curls. Also, please don't mind my horrible regrowth. I really need to get my hair redone soon. So this is the finished look for the first style.
Can we pause it all?
So for look number 2, it's going to be an up style. So you're going to need a bunch of bobby pins, and you're just going to start by taking pieces of hair, any random pieces of hair, and just pinning them up. Also, sorry about the really bad lighting here, guys. I filmed this video right in the middle of the night and I don't have any filming lights just yet.
Make it seem like it's been ages, and tomorrow's sun new building will scrape the sky. I love this country dearly, I can feel the ladder clearly, but I never thought I'd be alone to try. Once I was outside at the station selling red and white carnations. We were still alone, my wife and I. Before we met we saved my money, brought my dear wife over. Now I work to bring my family stateside. But off the boat they stayed a while.
You can also go back in and recurl any sections that have gone flat or you feel like you want them to be more curly. Okay, so once you finish pinning back all the pieces, you're literally just going to grab the whole back section of the hair and scrunch it up into a messy bun. And then you just start pinning down any random sections of the bun so nothing falls out and no pieces go astray. I'm now just pulling out little front sections of my hair. And also loosening up some of the strands that I've pinned back earlier. And now you have the finished look for style 2. Okay, so I will admit that I'm not the best at making togas, but I tried my best to make this. What I've done is I've started with a massive piece of red material and wrapped it around myself so that both sides are even at the back. And this is extremely complicated, but I've pulled the left corner underneath the right corner and up over the top of my shoulder. You're then going to take the right corner and pull it underneath your left arm and then tie both ends together on top of your right shoulder. I then just adjust it so it's not all twisted underneath. And then taking a piece of gold rope, you can really use any rope, I've just chosen this patterned one, and tied it all the way around to the back and tied it in a little knot at the back. And this is the finished toga. I really hope this was in some way helpful for you because it was really hard to work out for me. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video.